Marco, what's up, my man? Can you hear me
Hey,
okay?
what's happening?
What's up,
What's
my
up,
brothers?
brother? How you doing?
Doing amazing, my guy. How you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing the best I can right now, boy, with this leg.
That's a whole
I'm
other
good.
story. That's another story. My man
Yeah,
told
that's
me.
another story.
My man told me he was playing basketball pickup game, and Marcus is a hell of a hooper. But he was playing in a pickup game, hurt his leg, and so yeah.
Right,
Hopefully, he don't need
right,
surgery. But we'll definitely get into
right.
your
Talk about
skills.
that. Another that.
But I'm really excited, man. We go way back. Matter of fact, Marcus, I'm trying to think. We go back. Good
It's
Lord,
it's been
it's been
at least 20,
20
20,
years. Yeah, a long
20,
time ago.
25,
Yeah,
maybe.
that's right. And I remember as a young man, I would meet up. I remember one time we met up at like a Denny's or something. We sat there and
Yep,
talked and just talked about life and
yep,
staying focused. You know, I've always been like a big bro. You've been like a little brother to me, but
absolutely.
you're definitely one of the bigger names that's come out of our town where you know I'm from. I shouldn't say from. I'm from Brooklyn, but I've been there so long. It's like I'm from
Right.
Fresno.
Yeah.
But you're one of the biggest names. You're known for not only as an incredible artist, but you know, going back to your athletic days, and I kind of want to talk
Yeah.
about that as well. But before I even get into any of that, let me just say this to you, man. And I ain't trying to gas you up, but I got to say this. You know, me and
Yeah.
my wife were in the music industry. You know, you remember when we owned our own little label and we owned our own studio and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
we did a little tour with you and Duquesne
Right.
and some other guys.
Yeah.
But you know, you're probably one of the most humblest guys that we've ever met, and I just have to give you kudos, man, because I know as well as you know, some guys they don't even get to half of the success you have, and they let
Yeah.
it get to their heads, and they act
Yeah.
a certain way. They change. You've been consistently the same dude the whole time I've known you. So just kind of speak on what keeps you so humble.
I mean, I think for me, being from where I'm from, Fresno, like, we don't when growing up, we don't see, a lot when you grow up here, and especially when you get to bigger cities and you move to LA and you realize, like, dang, y'all grew up with all this, like y'all had this, like, you know what I mean? The opportunities in Fresno have never been the same.
Right.
So it's like for me, as I was able to travel around the world and I begin to see things and I begin to expand my horizons with a lot of stuff, it was like I wanted to come home and now, okay, cool. Since I saw this, let me give y'all this. So now you got this opportunity, you got this mindset, you have this focus to now see beyond what I didn't see when I was here. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And doing it from where I'm from is important for me because a couple of people have come from here and they didn't really give back or do too much, you know what I mean, for the city or even rep the city,
Right.
you know what I mean, in a way to where they knew where they was from or they
Right.
said it with, you know what I mean, pride, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I love this city, bro, and everybody know that.
Oh, big time. No, that's one thing. You represent 5. I've seen you on several interviews, and you never hesitate to drop 559 Fresno. You've always been that dude.
Never.
Before you even became Marcus Anthony, the guy who I seen on stage with Cardi B and Jamie Foxx, and
Right.
I just found out for the first time you did I know you did a hit with Corrupt, but I didn't know you did a hit with
Yep.
what's Nicki Minaj's ex.
My boy Safari,
I
man.
didn't.
Shout
You,
out my dog.
yeah. And then I found a video
Yeah.
here that you toured with Trey Songz. I'm like, this dude done everything. I
Yep.
mean, but before all that,
Yeah, work, man.
but before all that, let me ask you this.
Bless.
You know, you're a baller, man. I mean, when I first saw you, you was one of the young ball. I believe it was the Edison Tigers.
No,
Who'd you
sir.
play with?
No,
Who'd
sir.
you play with?
I definitely went to Washington Union.
Washington. Okay, so you
You
was
know
with
what I
Carl.
mean? Where
You was before Carl Ray. Now, were you
no,
with?
I was after Carl.
I mean, after Carl Ray, were you with the one guy that went right out of high school to the NBA? What's his name?
Yeah, Deshaun Stevenson.
You was on that squad?
So you got to think.
Oh man, you guys were the.
My freshman year in '99 was the year that they won state at Washington Union.
Oh my
So for
gosh!
us, it was, you know what I mean, we seen, and then to see Deshaun his senior year, we on varsity, so to watch
Wow,
the number one player in the
in
nation,
the
you know
nation.
what I mean, be recruited by every D1 scout and head coach. Like we had
Wow.
head coaches coming to our practice,
Yeah,
bro.
that's crazy.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? While we
yeah,
in high school, like, and
yeah,
then we was on Sports Center for a week because he was Sports Center High School Player of the Year.
yeah. That was
You know what I mean?
incredible.
So like that's the legacy of basketball that I come from. Shout out to Coach Webb, you know what I'm saying? Who
Oh man,
always
Von Webb, that dude's a legend.
kept us, yeah, he kept us locked in, and it's definitely like a father figure to
Oh
me, man. I
man,
still talk to him to this day. So,
yeah.
yeah, no, Washington Union, man, is where it was.
And you know, it's so funny. I got you confused with Harold. Harold went to Edison.
Harold went to us.
Harold went, but you know, what's so funny is I just remember you being a baller and we playing. We actually played a celebrity game together. And it's funny because it was the very last celebrity game I've ever played in. And
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk about too much of what I did. You was out there balling, hitting threes, and doing your
Yeah.
thing. But at that time, I'm gonna date it back to 2017. It was the NFL Super Bowl weekend. You remember that? It was a Super Bowl weekend. It was a celebrity game. We got invited. We got invited to go play, and we played. You know, and this is the thing. You still young and everything, but for me, I was getting mad because you had guys that were NFL receivers, and I was jumping out the gym, dunking out, and so in that game, I realized I was watching you ball. I said, okay, you know what? This is it. I'm done. The game has been good to me, but it's over.
But you was still doing your thing though. You still was holding your own, and they definitely was scared of you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? If they don't know you, you are a good 6'8", about 270, 280. Like, you know what I mean? It ain't easy down there.
No, man, it's not easy. But that was a great game. It's when I had an opportunity to not only play my last celebrity game because I've been playing for a long, long time. And to see your relationship when you introduced me to Jamie, I was like, hey, Jamie, this is my big bro James, and to see Jamie with his family, and he was like, hey, talking about his kids miss their uncle. I mean, you're a lot more than just some artist that signed to Jamie. I saw his sister hugging you when you come into the house. Are you gonna be there for Christmas? Are you gonna be? I'm like, bro, you're like family. It's more.
That's. I've the relationship with Jamie and his sister Deidre. Deidre is one of my closest friends. Like I've known them, bro, since I was like. I've known Foxx since I maybe about 5, 6 years old.
Wow.
And a lot of people don't know that is because my godfather and my godmother, Marques and Jamie King, were managing him at the time. So when he came to LA, he stayed with my godfather and my godmother. So anytime I would go visit in LA, I could go in the backyard, and in the back house, you got Jamie Foxx in there playing ping pong with my daddy and my godfather till 4 or 5 in the morning, and I'm just sitting there watching.
Wow.
Like, so that's how he know me. You know what I mean? He know me my whole life.
Gotcha.
So, after I got older and stopped playing basketball, it really was just a thing of, kind of coming out to LA to see what would happen. You know what I mean? It wasn't even the thing of, oh, well, come be an artist or come produce.
Right.
It just was like, come sit around and see what happens. So that's just, you know what I mean? We've always been family before anything.
Now, when did you go from Marques Anthony, the young dude I knew in basketball, to Marques Anthony, my whole life is music? When did that?
So it basically was. So Marques Jones is who everybody know. You know what I mean? That's my name. That's who. Like, so when I grew up in Fresno, like if you went to Tessie Wheels, you was gonna see Marques Jones. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you went to Romaines or any of that, you gonna see Marques Jones. Right. You know what I mean? So Marques Jones was the name that was made and created when I was playing basketball. So when I kind of transitioned into just singing and doing music, it was a thing of, okay, basically, let me just not change my name, but, Marques Anthony is my middle name. So it still goes. It's still me. Nothing changed.
Gotcha.
So I just added Anthony, you know what I mean? And I allowed that to be somebody who I allowed to express myself from the stage now instead of the court.
Right. Okay.
That's all that was.
Okay. So, I mean, you obviously did big. I mean, Jamie saw your talent. I know you had a hit that came out back in Fresno. I don't know what year, but I think it was Cloud 9 or something, like one of your...
Cloud 9, yes,
the one that was like everywhere. Like, matter of fact, I remember the radio voted it, and they voted that song. Yeah. It was like a lot of big people, big names. It was like 6 different...
Song of the year.
Yeah, for Song of the Year. And you actually won it. I'm like, whoa, my boy done made it.
Won Song of the Year on the Homegrown show. And that was the first time, like, and shout out to my boy Harold, man. But he came to my mom's house, bro. And we put up 2 blankets in my mom's living room, and we shaped them like a square.
Right.
And then we put the microphone in the middle of that, and that was the booth. And I literally sang in the middle of my mama's living room, and we recorded Cloud 9, literally. And then there the song went. Just like that. That was the first song like I ever recorded.
Which is crazy that it ended up being a hit, which is just bananas. Nobody gets that lucky. I mean, nobody gets that lucky.
Yeah. That's why I always say, shout out my dude. He definitely was one of the first ones to get me like to really start singing.
Wow. And it's so funny. You're talking about Harold. And it was so crazy because Harold had that gift with the like the whole what is it called, Pro Tools or
programming, like engineering, production. Like he was one of the first ones that I saw was able to go anywhere and have you sound like you sounded if you was in a real studio in anybody's house. Like we go set up in the living room, and the way that he would do it, by the time he finished mixing and engineering everything, he would sound like he was in a real studio.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's when I know I saw, yeah, he been, you know what I mean? He was gifted at that music thing because he did it a lot before, you know, a lot of us really even got into it. So he definitely was one of the main reasons why I got even in the avenue like that.
Yeah, he it's funny because when we had our studio, he had wrote a song. I think I might have told you my wife had auditioned for The Voice, and he wrote her a song called Fuego, and we had it somewhere, but then I was asking her about it, and I know somebody had broke into her Lexus and stole all her CDs. This is back when CDs were still hot.
Wow.
And I think that Fuego song was on there, but yeah, he wrote my wife an actual song and was featured. It's pretty crazy, but no, I mean, so here's the other thing. How did you go from, again, it just seemed like it was a blink of an eye. 1 minute you're an all-star basketball player. Next minute you're Marques Anthony with the #1 hit. Next minute I look up and you're on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. How did that happen?
So we did. It was Hollywood. So basically, the thing about the Love and Hip Hop thing is that from season 1, you know, my friend Moniece, who was on the show, like that's really like a good friend of mine. We always been friends. So when she got on the show, like they were kind of looking for a love interest for her, and she gave mention to my name because we did have a past.
Okay, gotcha.
So it was like cool. I do it like it wasn't no big thing. So on season 1. That's why you can see articles of her talking about me and her doing, because we started filming, we started shooting stuff. But then they ended up switching the story. Right. So they didn't use nothing that we shot, but we shot and had talked about all this stuff, so it made the blogs.
Oh, gotcha.
So then the following season, I was supposed to go back on there again. They did this for 3 seasons, but I didn't end up working. So on season 5, when they hit me, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna come on here by myself. Like, so that way, we don't gotta do the relationship thing. You know what I mean? Just let me. So that kind of gave me a segue into it. And it was cool. Like it was some scenes that got cut that I wanted them to show so bad because I had performed live.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And that's the Marques who I really wanted people to see, as opposed to them just seeing me on Love and Hip Hop. You know what I mean? Like it's cool, but I wanted them to see the brand of who I was.
Okay.
It was, I mean, at the same time, it still was a good opportunity. You know what I mean? I ran into and met a lot of great people. And you know, you're always grateful for whatever opportunities come around. So it was dope.
I'm going to have to, it's funny because I was going to reach out to, I see one of the guys in the group right now, Crypto Tales. The boy's got some hot crypto jams and some raps that he's done. I might have to have you get together and have y'all brothers hook me up with a Crypto4Life anthem for the show.
Won't take long at all.
Hey, so Tales, man, hey, I got a hot award-winning artist here, the man, the myth, the legend, Marques Anthony. So, you know, I'm going to have Tales call me on that one. So let me do this before we get into your new single. I'm really excited to talk about that. But before we do that, let me bring up some of the things that my man, Marques Anthony, has done. You guys can still see him. Behind you, Marques, I've got a screen. And so I'm going to pause real quick while I show some of the things that you've done. This first one is Marques Anthony at a BMI Awards. I think I saw you on with Faith Evans or something like that. So I'm going to show you real quick before I get into some of your other songs. Okay, hold on one second. Here we go, guys.
Music is everything. Music controls, runs the world, and I'm just happy to be a part of it. So as a writer, producer, artist, just happy to be here. You can't miss events like this. It's amazing. Sometimes you just got to be in the right environment just to learn and take in from those who've done this, and you know, meet somebody coming in new just to be able to learn how to do it and the steps that it takes. So sometimes just sit around and listen to conversations and just take, you know, advice and just go on from there. Everybody relates to a true story, and the emotion in the story and the song, if you can relate the emotion, everybody else will feel it. So I think really the emotion in the record, if you can get it in there, then you in the game. Oh man, she's a legend in herself, like I said before, and just honored to be here, you know, with her, and I wish her all the best and all the things that she's done. And it's amazing to see her, you know, still doing it, looking beautiful as ever. So congratulations to her.
Wow, that was you congratulating Mariah Carey. Let's go to Marques Anthony. Throw all this money. Let's show it.
Hey girl, I'ma throw all this money. You look so good to me. Hey girl, I'ma throw all this money. Oh, you look so good to me. Come here, girl, right
Okay, let's throw all this money. This is the one that shocked me. I had no idea, Marcus. I'm showing you videos. I had no idea you collab with Corrupt, man. This boy, this is a good one. I'm gonna show this one real quick. This is
Was that
Marcus
the
Anthony.
premonition?
Premonition, yeah. Corrupt featuring my man, Marcus Anthony.
Hey girl,
Wait a minute. Okay,
I'ma throw all this
I think I accidentally hit the. Give me 1 second here. Where's my one with the Corrupt there? Okay, here it is right here. Okay. I got so
Is that
many.
the video?
It's the video. Yeah, I'm gonna show that real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play this real quick.
I ain't watched that video in a minute.
Yeah. Pressure leads to frustration. Frustration leads to straight stress. Stress leads to relapse, and I failed another one of God's tests. Happiness is just missed. Another one of God's myths. That's the way I used to feel when I was off of that shit. I had my mind in the clouds. The clouds are on the ground. I had to find myself. Myself I finally found. With all these apparitions visiting me in my sleep. I'm walking down the street with so much to see. Tension, these premonitions.
I would lay me down to sleep. Pray the Lord my soul to keep. I should die before I wake. Pray the Lord my soul to take. Yeah. Pray the Lord my soul to take. Pray the Lord.
I'm just walking in the gray. All them wolves all around. Looking for the prey. Today I see them outside my house. I'm feeling all alone. I'm posted inside with my bottle of Patron and a chrome. My mind is playing tricks.
So I just showed a little clip of that Corrupt song, man. That's fire, brother. So how'd you end up connecting with Corrupt?
So me and Corrupt ended up actually being signed on the same label.
Okay, okay.
So I mean I've known Corrupt before that, and
Okay.
and we've actually done a song together beforehand, but this time it was cool because, you know what I mean, we both were signed on the same label and he was in the studio like working on this project and stuff. So it's like, you gotta imagine I'm in one room, he in another room. So it's like he come out with his partners and we just talking and they're like, yo, I think Corrupt got this song, you know, that they want to put you on. I'm like, well, you know, whenever I'm right here, you know what I mean? Call me if you need me type that. So they hit me one day like, hey, he got this hook he wants you to do. I'm like, I'll be there when they knocked it out. And they was like, yeah. So it was like, you know what I mean? It was an instant, you know what I mean, vibe with that Premonition record, man. Shout out to Heritage Music Group. That was the label HMG,
Wow.
you know, signed with it. And they had us do the song. So it was dope.
I remember when me and my wife spent some time with you guys back when we had our label and we were doing everything. And I think we just got off the tour. What we were like, Alabama. Where we go with the
Yeah.
Alabama.
Alabama. Where we went to? What city was that?
I can't think of the city, but I know after that we went back to LA and my wife and I were in the studio with you and TTG Fred. And boy, y'all spit some fire that day too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we did do that. Me and Fred did that song, man.
Oh man, Fred out of Atlanta, that boy hard. He had you on the hook. I said, wow. So I've
He's
been
my
there with
dog, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to TGC, man. That's my dog. I still, when I go out there, I tap in and talk to him.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's dope,
He's actually signed with quality control.
Oh, you with QC now?
I think he would QC them. So yeah,
That's
so
good. He
got
needs
the
to
whole
be.
he got the whole
he-
QC
he-
chain, and that's big.
Yeah,
That's,
he been on that. He been that though. He been.
Oh man, they show that
He
dude a
got
lot
that.
of love.
He got that vibe. He got that energy.
Yeah.
He's definitely talented enough to stand on his own two feet.
Yeah, which is the same, people do like 2 Chainz and the Baby and all those guys, and then I found this one here. The image is not all that great, but this is when you were on tour with Trey Songz. I'm gonna show just a couple minutes of this one, and you were singing on stage live. Hold on a second, guys. Marques Anthony. Woo, that boy got voice. Yeah. Marco doing his thing, man. That's amazing. So, with that being said, man, I have to go into this new song that you got that's getting ready to drop. Tell me a little bit about that, what inspired it. And I think it's called Ego, if I'm not mistaken.
The song is called Ego.
Okay.
Literally, I was just in the studio maybe about 2 months ago. My boy Jay Townsend, a great writer, producer from Seattle, good friend of mine too. But we got the studio in LA, and I needed to finish this new project that I'm working on.
Okay.
So we got in the studio for about 5 days, bro, and we were listening to tracks, and he played me this one track. And as soon as I heard it, like it was just one of those ones that just stuck to me. So I'm like, cool, let's get to this. So we just got, but we did this song so fast, but it was so effective. And I told him, I'm like, once we did that song, I listened to that song every day for almost like 2 weeks. I told him, I said, bro, this got to be the next single. And it ended up working out for it to be the next single. So we'll actually have the song and everything will be ready actually this week. So everybody will be able to go get it. It's called Ego, man. I love the record. It's a vibe record. It's I think people going to enjoy it.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. You said we talked about some things before this show, some of the things that we've been working on for a while. I know that you're a crypto, like a new crypto enthusiast. You have friends that have been in the NFT world and things like that. And I want to kind of give people a little bit of a sneak peek of what we've done for you. We collaborated with some of my guys. Over at Dad Bods, and these guys are incredible. We're going to be bringing them on, talking about what they're doing. And I think you got a little bit of a surprise for those guys too, because I see them in the group. But some things that you're going to try to connect because of who you are and just your heart. But before we get into that, let me show people a little sneak preview of the Marques Anthony NFT collection by the guys over there at Dad Bods. Whoa, you see that? So this is Marques Anthony. It's amazing because I sent over a picture of Marques, and Marques has always been a ripped up 6-pack, chiseled dude, got style,
all that
dresses, all that. And so they came out with and I think Marques has this on his phone. They got the common Marques Anthony with his bling and his earring, his chain. They got
my actual tattoos.
They got the tattoos on, and for those of you guys don't know, it's actually a beer can, but it's the Marques Anthony NFT edition of that can. We've got some NFL players we're working with. We got Antoine Tanner we're working with. We've got some other people we're working with, and we're about to do something special for somebody Marques know. I'm gonna let Marques talk about it, but so they got the rare with the jacket on. They got the ultra rare where he's just swagged out. I mean, big time swag out, 3 stars. And then they got the legendary, and it just so happens that the legendary looks like Marques' favorite team right now, the Raiders. So guys, I want to show you guys this legendary. I asked Mark, I said, which one should be legendary? He said, man, make sure it's my team, the Raiders, which I know my wife has to love because she's a diehard.
Yes, sir.
And I know you're diehard. I know our boy Andre Covington's a Raider diehard, but my wife is right there with you guys on that diehard Raider, almost embarrassing Raider. Oh man, she's on that level.
Do you see this, man? It's right here, man. It's not far.
Hey, let me show everybody the Marques Anthony finished version of the legendary. Look at that. Whoa. Holographic, Marques Anthony, holographic, born in 84, Raiders.
Shout out.
And wait a minute, who you rocking with that 17? That can't be our boy that just came back from Fresno State back to the
That's
Raiders.
our boy, man. I had to go with the hometown boy, man. 17, man.
Oh,
I'm glad Devontae is over there doing
Devontae Adams, man.
Great, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's a Fresno connection, and I'm like, I got to be a part of it somehow.
Wow, man. So this is legendary, guys, and I'm excited because I know we're supposed to be also connecting some music to some of Marques' NFTs. So these are all things that are being worked in right now. But Marques, we've created this for you. You're really excited about it. I know we're gonna be creating this for another person. And you're going to go have him look at it, and if he likes it, we might actually be going to his house, presenting it to him. Who's that person?
Absolutely. No, I mean, of course, anytime I'm in a place to, definitely, this is a blessing for me. And like you say, I'm new to the crypto and the NFT world, but it's something that I'm invested in. It's something that I believe in. It's something that I know to be what is happening and what is going to happen. So anyway, if I have a door to open or any way to, segue anything, I always want to, include those who have blessed me. So, of course, if you're doing an NFT, I definitely want to try to make something for Big Bro. Come up with something, that we could do for Foxx. Of course, get over there to the crib. The crib is great. You love it. You know what I mean? And we'll have a time. You know, show him whatever NFTs we can come up with and surprise him. I'm pretty sure he gonna, you know, love it.
Well, I talked to the guys over at Dad Bods. Not only are they gonna, and I know Marcus gave us two of his movies that either Django or Ray Charles. But what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna present that to Jamie. If Jamie likes that, Jamie Foxx likes that, we're actually gonna go to Jamie's crib set up by Marcus, and we're gonna pick 5 of his hottest movies, and they're gonna create NFTs.
We should do the Willie Beeman NFT.
Oh man, what? Whoa.
Any given, that's it.
Hey, that's gonna be fire.
Willie Beeman.
And you know what's so crazy? I think they're gonna kill it, because just looking at how they did your tattoo, I mean, I thought they were gonna get a likeness, but to actually get your print
So
on
they got
your
the
body,
print of the tattoo. I was like, bro, you know that's my tattoo on the.
that's bananas. That's bananas. So
They did that.
That's bananas. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about creating the Jamie Foxx version, meeting up with Jamie. I know, matter of fact, me and you were supposed to hook up with Jamie last year,
Right, yeah.
but he was you were gonna have me hook up with him for like dinner or lunch. Yeah, and he was out in somewhere making a movie like in New Orleans or something like that. Or,
yeah,
yeah,
New Orleans.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about it, guys. Really excited about the future of what we're gonna be doing with Marcus, his amazing collection, and by the way, we also have. Let me look and see if I see this here. Let me go to my, where's this site at here? Let me see. What about this one here? What? You can't see it, but it's the Marcus Anthony Raiders Legendary Edition shirt. Shirt.
The shirt?
The shirt. So we can do shirts, hoodies, T-shirts, the whole nine. Marcus
Need
Anthony.
that.
We
Send
got
me
them.
all the largest.
You're gonna get them all, man. So when we get off
Send me
the,
all the
I'm gonna
largest.
call you tonight. We're gonna get an order placed, coming straight to your house. Done.
My
Done.
God.
For sure. So one of the things that we're talking about doing is, and Marcus, you know me, you know my heart, you know what I've done all my life. We started the Crypto4Life. Matter of fact, I want you to get your Telegram group going, because Antoine's in a Telegram group. We've got Terrell Lade, which was a big time pro basketball player.
Big brother right there, man. Shout out
Lade.
to him, man. Lade.
And all those guys are in our Crypto4Life group. We started a wallet, which I'm actually invested in, and I'm going to dollar cost
Let me
average
borrow
my
your
coins.
wallet.
Hey, you already seen my wallet. And Marcus was one of those guys that came out to Vegas with us, rocked with me and my wife out in Vegas, him and his girl. But we also, just a couple days ago, Marcus sent some money to Nigeria, where they're going to be feeding those in need, and it's going to be on behalf of Crypto4Life. So I'm hoping that we can do some things, collaborate with Dr. Christian Damboy, maybe do some things where we get you involved for the people out there in Nigeria. Is going to be huge. So I'm super excited, guys. So do me a favor, guys. If you guys get a chance, go to our Crypto4Life merch store. You'll see Marcus Anthony's line there right now. You can actually go buy it right now. And there's also a link to the Marcus Anthony NFTs, where you guys can go out there and be a part of that amazing experience, because this guy's got some great, he's just getting started. I'm super excited about him, my little brother Marcus. Marcus, before we go, man, let's see, it says, is there anything else as far as future plans, anything else you want to cover before we go?
I mean, right now, man, I'm really, like I said, I'm finishing this album. That's important. Definitely, locking in with you guys and building the brand and the bond and the family with the NFT guys and the dad bod and everybody, and just, really getting into a place of, just where we having fun and exposing it to people and really just building and growing the brand. And really for me too, just, now I got to get healthy. That's the thing for me right now is just health. You know what I mean? Just getting back healthy and doing what I need to do to be who I am. So. Exactly.
Well, man, look, I got one more song before you get out of here, my brother. Didn't know you did a track here. Let's see, I got Safari in it, but this one is called Slow Walk. So let's play Slow Walk before we get
Slow
out
Walk,
here.
Man.
Slow Walk. Let's play that real quick. Here we go, Slow Walk, guys.
Why you looking at me that way? I just walked through that door. Is there something written on my face? Why you looking that way? I can see what you're thinking, and you know it ain't okay. Still looking that way. It's funny cause you really don't know me. I could be a CEO, signing your checks for all you know. So give me the respect that you owe me. It ain't gotta be like this. Why we can't just coexist? Is it the tats? Is it the fact? I like to turn my head to the back. Why you mad in your bag? Don't say something you can't take back.
Can I ask you a question?
How about you walk in my shoes for one day? Slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up. Baby, you realize what I'm trying to say. Slow up, slow up, slow up, slow up. Yeah. Been living and I'm sick of it. Been doing this so long, feels like
There you guys go. My boy Marques Anthony Slow Walk. Make sure you don't slow walk to our merch store and get that incredible merchandise.
You
Marques
need
Anthony.
to run fast for that.
And these
Run
guys
fast.
work. These guys work quick. They've already redid, and I just sent you the updated version of your NFT. They already did it.
Tell those guys, whoever's doing it.
Dave and Josh and the guys at Dad Bods.
Dad bods. You're great.
Super excited, Marques, man. I appreciate you, brother, and I look forward to getting that done. And also, they're working on right now Jamie Foxx's version of either I think it's the Django and or Ray Charles, so we can get that submitted to him.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, brother. I know much love for myself and my wife Jeanette. We love you and
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you. So, guys, my man, the myth, the legend, Marques Anthony. Make sure y'all check him out. Take care, my brother.
All right, bro.
All right, family.